Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to share you about pseudo noble gas electronic configuration. Okay. Before that, let us first know noble gas electronic configuration. Okay. Whenever we say about the noble gas belongs to what? Group 18 in the periodic table. It belongs to group 18. So noble gas generally have how many electrons? It has 8 electrons in the valence shell. Okay, so the general electronic configuration of the noble gas is NS2 NP6, where N is the valence shell. Okay, valence shell. Now it always ends with how many electrons? 8 electrons in the outermost shell. It ends with 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So let us take an element of the noble gas, and so neon is the noble gas having atomic number 10. Okay, 10 electrons, atomic number 10 means 10 electrons. So let us write the electronic configuration: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So what is the outermost electron? So outermost electron is this one, 2 shell, okay, second shell. So how many electrons are present here? 8 electrons in the outermost shell. And then we said that this is noble gas electronic configuration. So noble gas electronic configuration means having 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Now let us now study about the pseudo noble gas configuration. Okay, so let us first know the meaning of the pseudo. Pseudo means false noble gas configuration. Okay, so why it is calling here false noble gas configuration? So remember that whenever pseudo noble gas configuration, it must have 18 electrons in the outermost shell. So it will always end up with NS2, NP6, ND10. So how many electrons total? 18 electrons in the outermost shell. Then we have to know that there is pseudo noble gas configuration. So this N is the number of cell. If it is third cell, it will be 3, 3, 3. If it is fourth cell, it will be 4, 4, 4. So it depends on the cell. Now let's take the electronic. Okay, now why it is called noble gas, pseudo noble gas? See, if we compare about the noble gas configuration, NS, why it is so stable? NS has 2 electrons. NP, p orbital, is fully filled. N is also fully filled. So since they are fully filled and having full fill configuration, so this become very stable. So they are called noble gas. In the same way, when we talk about this, S also contain fully filled electrons. P orbital also contain fully filled electrons. D also contain how many? Fully filled electrons. So since this is considered as very noble gas, a very stable and noble gas, this also a similar or equivalent to that of the noble gas, but it is not exactly that of the noble gas. That means noble gas should have what? NS2, NP6 only, but there is ND10 electrons. Since ND10, which is very stable because of the fully filled, since this is stable, this must be also very stable configuration. So this is not exactly equivalent to that of the noble gas. Still, comparing of the fully filled configuration being the stable one, so this is also a noble gas but not exactly same. That is why it is called pseudo noble gas configuration. Now let us check in the periodic table, which is your having the pseudo noble gas configuration. Let us take the transition elements. Here it is copper. Copper has the electronic configuration of 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Then 4s1, 3d10 we have made in this way in order to attain the stable configuration of d10. Now copper plus means we are going to remove electrons, 1 electrons from this normal configuration. So when we remove 1 electrons from here, we are going to remove from here 4s, not from 3d, because 4s has lower energy than that of the 3d. That is why we are going to remove the electrons from the 4s. So after removing the electrons, we got the configuration in this way. And if we check the outermost electrons here, how many electrons are there in total? 18 electrons. So this is what? This is pseudo noble gas configuration. Okay. Now just below the copper there is silver. Since copper is acting as a pseudo configuration, C+, obviously silver plus also will act as a pseudo noble gas electronic configuration. Let us take zinc. Zinc has the electronic configuration of 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. So when I talked about Zn2 plus, we are going to remove these electrons from here and the electronic configuration remain in this way. So let us check the outermost electrons. So there are 18 electrons. So this is the pseudo noble gas configuration since it contains 18 electrons in the outermost cell. Since cadmium is just below the zinc, so cadmium 2 plus also will act as a pseudo noble gas configuration. Okay, thank you.